So speaking of which, since we're talking about ridiculous shit, and you are a doctor, I wanted to bring this up to you because Jamie and I were exchanging text messages yesterday about these mummies that they found in Peru that have 3 fingers.
The aliens.
Yeah, well, they don't know what they are, but they have 3 fingers, and not 3 fingers because they cut the fingers off. They actually, their structure genetically has 3 fingers, and their cranial capacity, they have a large head, which a lot of times they think was due to, they would form their head and like press boards to make their head stretch out, which they definitely did in some tribes.
Chinese do
but
with
the question is, why were they doing that? And then were they doing it to replicate something else?
Yeah, that's it.
So the thing about these is that they had a cranial capacity that is larger than most human beings.
That's alien.
It looks like a fucking alien.
That's correct.
But is that real? Here's the question. 3-fingered alien mummies. Click on that article and see where are they getting this info. I know it was in New York Post. So 3-fingered alien mummies found in Peru have fingerprints that do not appear to be human. So the fingerprints that it has, instead of spirals, I think they're lines. And go and scroll back to where you were. Look at that image. That's X-ray image of their fingers. So these are like real bones and digits.
Yeah.
So this isn't just a statue that someone made.
Right.
This has real bone structure that is exact to like what a human being has, with all those little tiny muscles in the mid-hand, right? I mean, that all looks normal but weird with the 3 fingers and 3 toes. And so if you scroll down, you'll see more images. So this is what it looked like when they found it. So the body is covered. Go back so I could read that, please. It says the body is covered with how do you say that?
Diatomaceous earth.
Diatomaceous earth, a type of white powder made from the sediment of fossilized algae found in the bodies of water. The only possible explanation for the unusually straight fingerprints could possibly have something to do with the way her skin was preserved, he said, noting that it's very odd. So the U.S. medical examiners traveled to Peru last April to study the bodies. With the lack of human fingerprints is puzzling. He said it would be extremely premature to make any statements about the mummy's origins. So they know for a fact that these things are biological and they're not created. Have they done any sort of DNA? Look at the picture of what it actually looks like. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That does look like an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what people expect to see at their bed in the middle of the night.
Yeah. You said it looks like an alien.
Yeah.
It is an alien.
If it's real. It's so hard. And no disrespect to the Post, but, people bullshit. Not those. Those I think have proven to be horseshit. But if you scroll back to where you were, that thing. Okay. I want to know what that is. Like, what is that? Because it's got 3 fingers and 3 toes, and it's got an alien face. It looks like a gray. It has a tiny slot for a mouth and tiny dots for a nose. It looks like the archetypal angel, or the archetypal alien, rather, that people see in like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And what was that other movie? The Whitley Strieber movie, Communion.
I didn't see that one.
That's a weird one because Whitley Strieber is also a fiction writer. And he wrote this book about his own personal experiences with aliens, which I want to believe him.
Yeah, that's a classical impression, face-wise, of an alien, of a gray, as you said.
100%.
Yeah.
Even with the shape of the eye, like the eyes are kind of slanted, like not like a human's. Like they're at angles, just like they always show them with these kind of. They look,
the big eyes, the almond eyes, the
we
large.
We have to have an image of one of them around here somewhere, don't we?
Yeah, you probably have.
Got aliens all over this fucking place.
Yeah.
But that classic look is exactly what those mummies look like. Yeah. So they have straight Go back. What you just were?
3 fingers.
Jesus Christ, all these pop-ups. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It says the humanoid 3-fingered alien mummies have straight fingerprints that do not match those of humans, according to an attorney who reviewed one of the controversial specimens. Oh, an attorney said that.
You believe him?
I don't know.
That's what the rest of this came from, is because this guy didn't believe what everyone was saying, so he's like, we're going to go look.
So Joshua McDowell, a former Colorado prosecutor and current defense attorney, examined one of the tiny strange bodies named Maria with 3 independent forensic medical examiners from the United States. Scroll. It said he and the experts were shocked to discover that the fingerprints in the ET-like corpses were in perfectly straight lines. They were not traditional human fingerprint patterns, he told the Daily Mail. But did they do an analysis of the tissue? Like, did they
DNA.
find out that it's actually biological tissue? Can you scroll down further?
It doesn't say anything
Doesn't
like that.
say
Yeah,
that?
so I was trying to go to different articles to find better.
So I'm a
stuff.
forensic prosecutor. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I've seen lots of fingerprints, and these were not classic fingerprints. Look how weird it is. Look at that image. That's so crazy looking.
Yeah.
And also, how did I just find out about this yesterday?
We talked about it before.
I know, but I never saw it look like this. What I saw were those other ones that I think have been proven, I might be wrong, but I think at least allegedly had been proven to not be real. And that the person who was exposing those little tiny ones that were like laying down straight, that guy had a history of doing some deceptive stuff, allegedly.
Yeah.
So.
But you believe that they're there.
Do
I
I
mean,
believe?
you believe that the aliens are here.
I do not believe.
Do not believe. So
I don't
you're
disbelieve.
ambivalent as to the fact that I believe that they're here.
I wouldn't
believe
even say
that the
I'm
genetic-
ambivalent. I am open-minded.
Okay.
But
You won't say yes.
I'm logical.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of deception going on.
Okay.
I think there's also the possibility that what we're dealing with is not as simple as we like to think. Yeah, these things. So these things I've heard are bullshit. Might be wrong, but
I'm trying to find out.
Well, might
so
that be
that guy,
misinformation?
He's
that
the journalist.
that journalist that unveiled the bodies, and the guy who exposed the bodies. The guy who exposed the bodies, I think, was the guy who came up with it.
I was trying to figure out how. So there's an issue of them being found in Peru and taken to Mexico.
Oh,
There's already that issue.
okay.
And then where they said they were found near Nazca in 2017. I'm trying to figure out, okay, who found them?
Lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
like-
the thing about that alien-looking one with the three fingers that was even more interesting to me, because that's that area where there's these incredible patterns that are made on the ground that you can only see
NASCAR
from
lines,
space.
yeah.
Or not space, the air.
Right.
You can only see looking down on them. So it's like, why would
Where'd they
anybody
come-
even make those things? And some of them look like the images look like animals and stuff.
Yeah, spiders.
Yeah,
and-
weird
yeah.
stuff. And some of them look like maybe even a person. Where'd it go? Mexican doctors have examined the two bodies, which featured elongated heads and three fingers on each hand. Same thing, three fingers. They found no evidence of any assembly or manipulation of the skulls, but other scientists have panned the discovery as an elaborate stunt. Mausan, 70, who touted the purported extraterrestrials, the most important thing that has happened to humanity, has denied any wrongdoing. Scroll down. Look at that. How fucking weird.
Yeah. I believe that there are aliens.
Why do you believe that?
Why do I believe
Yeah.
that? Why would we be the only people on a planet